So guys, do make sure that you watch this video until the end because I'm leaving the best opportunity until last. Okay, so 5 opportunities that you can take advantage of in 2021. So I do these videos pretty much every year, but this year is obviously different because of everything that we've all gone through this year. And I've had to explore a lot of different types of income streams because one of my income streams was affected by this whole thing, and I'm not going to mention it. But I want to share some of the things that I've discovered during this year as I've diversified what I do. Do not sleep on any of the things that I'm telling you today. These are things that are currently making me money as we speak, and these are things that could potentially make you an income during the times that we're in today. So without further ado, let's get going. So number 5 is e-commerce, and I've been preaching e-commerce since like 2018. So you probably know that that's what I'm all about. But I put e-commerce as number 5 because e-commerce is something that you could have got into a long time ago. You could have got into e-commerce in 2015, 2016 and been very successful by now. That doesn't mean that you can't get into it now, but I'm just saying that this is an opportunity that's already been there. It's been there for a long time, and a lot of people have made a lot of money from it, and it's still growing. Like, it's predicted to grow next year. It's predicted to grow even more by 2022. So with or without this thing that's happening at the moment, e-commerce is growing around the world. So it's a great space to be in. I would say look into creating a product, creating something that you own 100%, preferably digitally, because a digital product doesn't have as many costs as a physical product, and you also don't have to think about any shipping. Create something digital and then sell it on the internet, sell it through social media, sell it through a website. These are all things that we teach. You can jump on my profile right now, go on my website and learn how to create a product and sell it online. These are things that I pretty much teach every single day. And number 4 is freelancing. So a lot of people are starting off businesses, a lot of people are starting off e-commerce businesses or are going online as a personal brand, and they are going to need help. They are going to need someone to do their videos. They're going to need someone to edit their photos. They're going to need someone to maybe handle their social media if they don't have time to do it themselves. So there is also a huge gap opening up for people that can provide services to small businesses, to personal brands. The gap, again, it's still widening, and even if you haven't got involved in it yet, you can still get involved in it now because it's a growing industry. But it's going to be a time where, there might be too many freelancers, but at the moment as we speak, there's still space for more people to come in and do graphic design works. I'm always looking for people that are good at editing videos, that are good at doing animation, and I'm not going to lie, they're not always easy to find. So there is still a space for you to come in and maybe learn a skill, jump on a learning platform, learn something new, and then apply that skill to help a business, especially when it comes to video, which is like the next big thing, and animation and motion graphics. If you can pick up those skills, 3D, then yeah, you're pretty much good to go. But even things like coding and AI, they're all technologies that small businesses and personal brands need. And even medium and corporate businesses, you never know, you might end up getting jobs from them too. So that's number 4, freelancing. I would say jump on a website like Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com, it's still good. You can still jump on there and get some work. But I also say look at some of the newer platforms that are coming out. There's always new platforms coming out. Like one that I recently heard of was Bark.com. That's a newer platform that's coming out that a lot of clients are jumping onto. So you can always join that and start freelancing. Number 3. Now, number 3 is a little bit different, but you might have heard of it, you might have not heard of it, but I would say get into sports investing. So sports investing is basically betting, but doing it professionally. And nowadays, there are very, very advanced softwares online that you can use to find profitable bets. But nowadays, there are softwares that you can use online that allow you to even make money through sports betting without having any risk whatsoever by, placing some money on one bookmaker and placing some money on another bookmaker on the same match or whatever it is that whether you're betting on boxing or football. There are ways of you to place bets where, you're guaranteed to make money. So there are people doing it. Sports investing is a really big thing, and I would advise you to look into some of these softwares. There are reputable companies that have been covered by major news outlets that you can join, and you can really start making an income from that from today, basically. So look into sports investing, look into professional sports betting. Number four. So number four, I would say content creating. I wouldn't say being an influencer, because, being an influencer is kind of like 2017 now. It's more about creating content that's of value to people. And if you can do that, and again, this is something you can do from today. If you can start creating content about something that you're good at or something that you're passionate about, and it's of value for other people, you will quickly get brands coming to you within that particular industry that you're creating content for, that want to be exposed. Why? Because everyone's inside now. Billboards aren't as great as they were before. Radio and stuff like that. People aren't driving. Who's really listening to radios in their houses? TV, everyone's watching Netflix. Companies are looking for content creators within their industry, whether that's painting or selling cars. They're looking for content creators that could potentially promote their businesses to their clientele, who are now mostly on social media. So if you want to create some content around an industry that you love and create valuable content like what I'm doing now, it's quite easy to start earning some money from even local businesses, wherever your particular audience is. So also look into that. Number one, I would say, is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency has had such a phenomenal year. The increases have been crazy. In March, I remember seeing it was like $9,000. Now we're on over $23,000. If you would have put money in it back then, hey, you're probably killing it by now. I did have some money on later on in the year as well, and I did pretty all right for myself. So I would say jump into the cryptocurrency space. Again, this is another industry that's looking to grow in 2021. Jump on it, put some money in there. I'm not saying put everything you have, but put a little bit in there, because it's going crazy right now. A lot of banks are jumping into the game now. A lot of payment processing companies are jumping into the game. PayPal has endorsed Bitcoin, which has increased its price share. So yeah, investors are looking into it as an alternative to gold. Guys, get into it, man. Like put some money. And if you want to use something that's really worked for me, I would say look at WealthyBot. So I'm going to put the website here, wealthybot.io. You can sign up on that website. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not making any money from this, but they can help you with the trading. So you can sign up on the software, and it will do the trading on the market for you at all times. So you'll make even more money. But if you want to do it yourself, and I know has been scams around, so I'm just saying, if you just want to do it yourself and you don't want to have a third party do the work for you, then just go on to a cryptocurrency exchange. There's Binance, which is a really big one, and go ahead and buy some Bitcoin and just watch it grow, and then convert it into pounds later on. If you want to learn more about how to do this, you can always DM me. I can show you how to do this. Again, I'm not affiliated with any of these platforms. You can check my profile and whatever. I'm not affiliated with any of them, but I know that it's working, and I'm also involved in that scene. So I'm seeing it for myself, and I'm like, okay, it's only right that I tell you. But don't fall for those scams. Don't let some other guy do it for you. Like, give me money and you do your research, you find an exchange, and you go and buy the Bitcoin yourself. It's not that hard to do. You could go to the exchange and buy it with your own cash money, so that, no one's going to then rob your money or run away with it. But anyways, those are my 5 opportunities. I hope that you like them, and I'll see you again soon.